Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to more Joi Centered Wellness ASMR. Thank you so much for being here, joining me this evening. Much gratitude. So, tonight I just want to basically just check in, maybe share some remedies with you, and some of the things that I do to take care of myself and my family, okay? As a holistic practitioner, a certified herbalist, and a Reiki master, I take care of my energy, I take good care of my body, and I take good care of my family members' bodies, okay? Okay. And so, with taking good care of the bodies of my loved ones to the best of my ability, including my own, number one thing I do is I meditate every morning, every rising, I like to call it. And I just sit there. As soon as I wake up, I give thanks. And I literally give thanks to anything, my next breath, for the divine intelligence breathing my body, for all of my organs functioning, all of my limbs functioning, for me being in my right mind. And it's just so much to be thankful for. Of course, I take my supplements throughout the day. I make sure I go out and get some sunlight every day that the sun is out. And at night, I reflect on my day. Was I at peace with my behavior throughout the whole day? And if I am at peace, I can go to sleep. If I am not at peace, then I have to make it right with whomever I interacted with that day if I was out of line in any way. That does not happen often, thankfully, because of the practice of my lifestyle. And it does take practice to have those days on a regular basis, okay? So one thing I want to share with you that people don't really talk about much is radiation protection. EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, radiation, or 5G, right? It can be not so great for the human body in excess. Now, the radiation from the sun, of course, for people who are don't have much melanin in their skin, you know, you can go outside for about 15 minutes a day, get you some good old sunlight. And people who are melanated like myself get about 30 minutes a day because it takes a little longer for us to absorb, okay? And this way we can boost our mood and take in the nutrients from the sun, including what we call vitamin D, okay? And in the colder months, especially if you live up north, you want to take a supplement. There are different supplements on the market. I do eat plant-based, so I take the Solgar, I think it's spelled Solgar, supplement of vitamin D3 during the colder months. And when the sun shines, I still make sure I go out and get some sun rays on my skin. I also take zeolite. I have a zeolite supplement, Zetox, and it contains both vitamin D3 and B12. But I also have a B12 supplement also, especially being a plant-based eater. I need that supplementation. So this is something that I use that has both D3 and B12 in it, and it's an immune supporting supplement. It's zeolite, but the brand is Zetox, and I get this from Amazon. What else would I like to share? And that just kind of, I was speaking on radiation, right? And it kind of tied into the sun and the vitamin D and the nutrients and all of that. But also, I work at a computer. I still have a day job, everyone. I still have my 9 to 5, even though I am continuously building Joi Centered Wellness. So on Amazon, I got a radiation protection apron because I work in front of a computer. Whenever I feel led to wear it, if I'm feeling exhausted and just knowing that the Wi-Fi is passing through the house all day, I put on this apron. Okay. And I just feel better mentally about it. I also wear this shungite pendant. And I got this for all of my loved ones. And we also have one that has a little sticker part and put it on the back of our phones. And I placed this shungite pyramid. As you can see, it's pretty big. I placed this near my modem and router. And what shungite does is it changes the properties of the 5G radiation so that it is not harmful to your body. Okay? Another handmade device is called orgonite or orgone. And that's where they put copper chips and little crystals into a little pyramid or any shape really. And it also does the same thing. This also aids in sleep, I hear, like getting a restful sleep. But I will say that it also helps with radiation protection. So, radiation poisoning can cause pneumonia-like symptoms. And so that there's no confusion between whether or not you have a virus or radiation poisoning, I would just suggest doing the little things like wearing a pendant or wearing a crystal in your pocket, or wearing a radiation protection apron or some kind of clothing to protect your body during the day from all of the Wi-Fi passing through your house all day long and everywhere else you go. And that way you won't get anything confused with radiation poisoning, okay? Another thing, I'm pretty sure you all have heard of the essential oil blend called Thieves. Well, they have Thieves on Amazon and a couple of different blends. I typically get the Young Living blend, but this time I got the Marcel's Remedy blend of Thieves oil. And it's a blend of let's see, do I want to read all of this? They actually have it in the, so it's clove oil, lemon oil, cinnamon bark oil, eucalyptus oil, rosemary oil. And this blend is the same blend that they would use in ancient Kemet, also known as ancient Egypt. Whenever they would enter the tombs, this is what kept them from dying or getting sick. So this is still a blend used today to keep you from getting sick and to keep your immune system strong. You can dilute a little bit of this oil inside of a carrier oil, such as olive oil, and just put a little bit of it behind your neck here, in the back of your neck, on your chest here, and it actually smells pretty good. To me, I find it a little too strong to just apply it as it is, so I would definitely recommend diluting it in a carrier oil. I also diffuse it because diffusers let out the mist of the essential oils, and it cleanses the air in your environment, in your house, at your office, wherever you may be. It cleanses the air. Medicinal teas is another way I stay healthy. And you know, it's the colder months, everyone. We want to stay healthy as possible, and preventative measures are best. But also, if you catch something that's trying to come on, if you catch it really early, like when you first feel it, you can drink something like echinacea. You can get this from the grocery store, and let that steep. For medicinal teas, you want to boil water and then add the boiling water over a tea bag or over the loose leaf tea. Cover it to keep the essential oils, the medicine inside, and let it steep for 15 to 30 minutes, okay? So I like to drink echinacea. I also like to drink the Immune Stress Blend by Yogi. It's elderberry, lemon balm, and ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogenic herb that helps you balance out your, adapt to your environment and the stress that you're feeling. Lemon balm is really good for stress and calming the nervous system. It is a nervine. And elderberry, of course, we know is great for colds and flu viruses. So I drink this during the colder months at night from time to time whenever I feel that I need a little support to maintain a strong immune system, and if I am fighting off something early. A really good herb that I just did a video on my Joi Centered Wellness YouTube channel. Now don't get it confused. This channel right here is Joi Centered Wellness ASMR. But I also have a YouTube channel that I would love for you to follow me at, with shorter videos that are more informational. And it is just simply Joi Centered Wellness without the ASMR. So I just did a video on an herb that is great for the upper and lower respiratory system. This herb is called Mullen. Mullen is spelled M-U-L-L-E-I-N. Okay? And this, you can see the spelling there. I got this from Mountain Rose Herbs. I buy in bulk because I am an herbalist and I am working on formulating my own medicinal herbal tea blends, and I'll be launching that sometime within the next couple of months, which is another reason you should check out my website, joicenteredwellness.com, and follow me at Joi Centered Wellness YouTube channel and joy.centered.wellness on Instagram. But as you can see, these are yellow flowers. This is the mullein flower. And this is the mullein leaf, dried leaves of mullein. And I got this at a farmer's market. Mullein is great for pneumonia, for colds, flu, you name it, bronchitis, anything that has to do with the upper and lower respiratory system. Mullein is amazing for. And mullein will be in my respiratory support blend that I am formulating for my future clients whenever I launch my medicinal herbal tea blends. So please stay tuned for that. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I would like to share with you all as far as keeping your immune system strong? I think that's what I'm going to title this, Tips for Keeping a Strong Immune System in the colder months. ASMR, of course, right? Yeah, so I mentioned the diffuser. I'm basically diffusing right now. Getting enough rest, between 6 to 8 hours of sleep if possible, at least 6, and it takes discipline, and I am talking to myself too when it comes to sleep, because I am so excited about what I'm bringing to the community through Joi Centered Wellness that sometimes I have to like make myself go to sleep. Um, and I don't know, my day job, I'm a pharmaceutical scientist, so I love the fact that I am aware of both the allopathic and the holistic side of things. I feel like I can bring a balanced perspective and understanding with no judgment to my clients to help them in the best way possible in an integrative type way. I will say drinking enough water, half your body weight in ounces. For an example, 100-pound person needs ideally 50 ounces of water daily. So getting enough sleep, getting enough water, managing your stress to where anything that is giving unnecessary stress is just not worth it. You know, pick your battles, do something to calm yourself, whether it's taking a walk, taking a nap, talking to a friend, watching a comedy, dancing to some music, anything that'll lift your spirit, or just go somewhere in your mind and deep breathe and think of a beautiful place that calms you. So managing stress, drinking enough water, getting enough rest, moving your body at least 3 times a week, 3 to 4 days a week for 15 to 30 minutes if you are just starting out. If you are not just starting out, move your body at least 3 to 4 times a week, at least 30 minutes a day. But if you're just starting out, please keep in mind 3 days a week, 10 to 15 minutes is better than 0. You can do this, okay? A flexible body is more comfortable to live in. Keep that in mind. I got that quote from Louise Hay. So take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your spirit. If you don't do it, who else will? You know, this is a form of self-love, self-care. And whenever you are able to fill your cup in those ways, you're able to better show up for your family and your friends and your loved ones. So definitely do that. You know, to the best of your ability, I would say budget well, because when you budget your finances well, you have less stress and less worry. It is okay to live live within your means. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You have no one to impress. As a matter of fact, when you save a little bit from here and there, you'll impress yourself. That's who you need to impress, okay? So be mindful of your spending. I know it can be very, very tempting, but is it worth? Just ask yourself, hey, is it worth? Is this worth buying right now, or can I wait? Would it be wise for me to buy it right now, or should I wait? These are questions we should ask ourselves if we don't have just thousands or millions of dollars just sitting around in the bank. Okay? But I definitely do affirm your financial abundance with you. We're affirming that for all of us, including myself. So that's really it. I just wanted to stop in and give you some holistic tips to stay well during the cold months, especially during the pandemic. Giving you little tips that maybe people don't quite think about, like the crystals. And you know what? From Amazon, I actually got some shungite crystals to go in the water, because it can mineralize your water and remove excess radiation from your body. And what you do, you let it sit for 3 hours to overnight in water. And I typically put about 3 crystals when it's over a liter of water, maybe 1 if it's just a bottle of water. And I drink it the next day. And I'll go through like a gallon of water that has a few crystals sitting overnight in it. and then I'll drink majority of that. Another thing that I almost forgot to mention that is amazing for maintenance of your health, especially in the colder months when the season is changing, the weather is changing, and you get a little stuffy or your sinuses begin to bother you. A neti pot, N-E-T-I, neti pot. You can get this from your local Walgreens. Everyone that I have turned on to the neti pot has thanked me. What you want to do with the neti pot is, well, it comes with the saline packet. Saline is just salt. When you run out of that, you can use sea salt. You want to use distilled water only when it comes to your neti pot. That way, none of the additives from waters other than distilled water will get into your nasal cavity. You want the purest water with nothing in it, which is distilled water. And with that, I like to heat mine slightly so it can be slightly warm. And then I will add my pink Himalayan salt, just a little bit, right? About maybe half of a teaspoon. And it has a fill line on the neti pot, so it tells you where it's full enough at. And then I shake it up. And then I go and I rinse one nostril. And then blow my nose with half of the solution. And then I put the other half in the other nostril and it runs out the other way. There are YouTube tutorials on how to use a neti pot. So if you are not experienced with one, check out a tutorial on YouTube before using it. But I promise you, it will relieve any kind of sinus issues you are having within 2 to 3 days. So I would highly recommend a neti pot to go along with all of your other supplements. Please get enough vitamin D3. Please get enough zinc and iron and magnesium and potassium, even if you get it through supplementation, okay? I have a vitamin C, a buffered vitamin C powder that I get from Amazon, and it has potassium and magnesium and zinc and calcium in it also, along with the vitamin C. And I take that at least once a day, along with my Z-Tox, which has vitamin D3 and B12. And I might drink a little chlorophyll, liquid chlorophyll, and some distilled water. And I also have Supa, like S-U-P-A, Supa Mega Greens that I get from Supa Mega Foods. That can be found on Instagram and supamegafoods.com. Now, I don't get paid to promote any of these. I'm just telling you what I use to stay vibrant and healthy in this pandemic and in the now that the weather is changing and it's getting cooler outside, okay? So there's a train going by. I hope you don't hear it. But yes, diffusers to kill the germs in the air with essential oils. And yeah, so again, these are just little tips. Please stay tuned for my herbal tea, my medicinal herbal tea line that will be launching soon. JoiCenteredWellness.com, Joi Centered Wellness YouTube channel. This is Joi Centered Wellness ASMR YouTube channel. And if you'd like to check out my music, tiffanytrueblood _redtail songbird on YouTube, or Tiffany_Trueblood on Instagram. So I always leave my wellness and my music link trees in the description, so please check that out. And I hope you enjoy the little feature that I'm about to slide in right now of my daughter, because when I was about to make this video, my daughter sat in the chair and acted like she was my replacement for the night, and I thought it was so cute. So with that said, enjoy this little feature right here of my daughter and do have a good night. I will come back in and do my little relaxation hand gestures for you and say my last good night in just a moment.
Hey lovelies, it's Ira Trueblood, or should I say Tiffany Trueblood. I'm taking my mom's place because she's really busy all the time, so she doesn't really have enough time to make some videos, so I'm going to be taking her place.
You know what I forgot to mention earlier? Isn't my daughter so cute? Oh my gosh. But what I forgot to mention earlier is that Joi Centered Wellness just secured an office space today, the 19th of November 2021. I secured an office space for Joi Centered Wellness so that I can better serve the community by making products for you all. Okay, and my first line of products will be the medicinal herbal teas that I'm very sure the community will benefit from. I've done a lot of studies and formulating and testing out. So I'm ready. I'm so ready to share wellness with you. All right, and with that said, cleansing breath with me. Inhale. Inhale. One last time. And let this one really, really relax you. Inhale. And I will see you next time. I will see you soon. Thanks again for stopping by. Peace, love, elevation, light, and bliss and abundance. You got this. Wellness is a choice.